Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl Beloved and I'm back with a new recipe for the channel. Beloved Catering Service is a business where we make all kinds of cakes, butter cookies, shortbread cookies, coconut biscuits, sugar cookies, brownies, ring donuts, meat pies, samosa, spring rolls, and all kinds of fruit drinks and fruit juices, especially sobolo. We also make all local rice dishes and Ghanaian authentic dishes. We cater for all events and occasions and any form of gatherings. You can contact us with the information provided on your screen. In today's video, we are making a Barbie themed cake. This will be kind of a Barbie doll cake. Ingredients for the Barbie doll cake include my vanilla cupcakes, butter, red liquid food color, white pearl sprinkles, my perfect American buttercream frosting, a Barbie doll, a cake board, a turntable, an offset spatula, 3 1M piping tips, 3 star tips which are smaller in size, a coupler, and some mixing bowls. Before that, I would be very happy if you could subscribe to my channel right now and then turn on your post and notification icon so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video onto the channel. And please share my videos with your friends and family. Please subscribe. Let's get started. Today we'll be using 3 different size sheets for baking. These are different types of baking tins used in making sheet cakes. So we'll be using the smallest to the largest size I have at hand. After that, I'll scoop some of the cake batter into a bowl, add in the red gel food color and then mix it until I obtain a shade of pink that I want. We'll be making 2 different shades of pink, one a bit lighter and the other one a darker shade. Then the last cake will be just the raw vanilla cake. After mixing the first color or the first shade of the pink I need, I'll then pour it into my already greased baking tin, which is the first largest size, and then use the spatula to spread it out evenly in the baking tin. After that, I'll pour into the mixing bowl. The next batter and then add in the preferred color and mix it until I obtain the lighter shade of the pink. Then I'll pour it into the baking tin and then use the spatula to spread it out nicely. After that, I'll add in the rest of the cake batter into the last baking tin and then bake all these 3 at 160 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes at most. When the cakes are being baked, I'll then use that time to wash the Barbie doll and then clean it thoroughly. When the cakes are baked, let it sit in the baking tin for about 10 minutes before you flip it onto the chopping board. After the cakes are baked, I will then flip it onto a chopping board and then use my round cookie cutters to cut out the preferred sizes we'll be using for the cake today. If it needs any trimming at the bottom part too, I'll do that and then cut out the round shapes from all the sheet cakes we made earlier. After cutting them out, I'll then arrange them onto a serving tray and then cover it with some cling film and place in the fridge for at least 1 hour. Let's assemble the cake. So here I'll place onto the turntable a piece of solution tape, then place onto it the cake board. After that, I'll smear some frosting onto the cake board and then start arranging the cake layers according to the shapes that I cut out earlier. As I arrange the cake layers, I'll drizzle them with some simple milk vanilla syrup, which I have a recipe to already on the channel, and you can check that out. And then I proceed to stack them on top one after the other with frosting in between. When the cakes are being stacked on top of each other to get the length I want, I'll then crumb coat it. After arranging it to the preferred length that the toy can be inserted, I'll then cover the toy's legs to the waist side with some cling film and then ensure that it's tight enough. Then I'll insert the toy into the middle part of the cake, just as seen in the video being displayed. After crumb coating it, I'll use the first shade of pink to cover it again, to give it kind of a second covering around the cake. After inserting the toy and covering it to also look like this, I'll then start piping rosettes with the 3 different shades of pink I mixed today from my perfect American buttercream frosting. That is what we'll be using decorating the cake today. We'll be using rosettes and piped stars to fill in any gaps. So here we've done the first part, and then we proceed to the piping of the second rosettes. After that, I then switch the piping back to the lighter pink shade and then pipe that as well. Don't forget to fill in any gaps with a star when needed. After piping the lighter pink shade rosettes, I then move on to piping of the white rosettes. And then when I get to where the Barbie doll was inserted, I mean the waist level, I'll then make a border around that part and then switch to a smaller piping tape to make stars on the top part of the doll to give it kind of a finishing touch for a top on the dress being made. So here we'll be using the smaller star tips. We start from the biggest size and then we move up slowly as we interchange with the smaller sides. As we switch to the smaller piping tips. Here I'm trying to make kind of a sweetheart neckline for the dress of the doll. We will also be alternating colors just as done in the beginning of the video. And this is how it looks after the piped stars on the top part to make the top complete. I'm yet to add some straps to the dress from the same piping tip. I forgot to state earlier that to be able to work around the top part of the doll, you would have to twist the hands upwards so that it doesn't destroy the design being made. After adding the straps to the dress, I then proceeded to add in some pearl sprinkles at designated places on the cake to give it a complete look. Now with the aid of some of the darker shade of the frosting and a smallest piping tip, I then wrote the word Barbie and then made a few star designs on the border or the bottom part of the dress. I used that same star tip to also make some kind of earring design on the ears of the doll. And this is how the cake looks like after all the piping and all the design was made. And this is the final look of our Barbie themed cake or our Barbie doll cake. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section. How does it look? And what do you think we can add next when we make this same cake some other time for an order? In this part, I decided to give you guys an inside look of the cake, so I used the cake saver to cut a portion of the cake from behind. And this is the slice of the cake I obtained. With the aid of a fork, I then cut into the cake and look at how soft it is. This cake literally melts in your mouth. So you can place an order for this cake to be made for your daughter. And this is where today's video ends. Thank you so much for watching. Make it a point to watch our new videos this and every Thursday and Sunday for wholesome content and amazing recipes you can try with your friends and family. This new year, I'll be very glad if you could try any of our recipes and then give feedback on it in the comment section. Also, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your post and notification icon, and then share my videos with your friends and family. Let's all join hands and make this channel grow. Till we meet again, dear viewers. Bye bye.